他们两边这个阵容呢，都能打后，都能拖，然后都需要等级。
是场酒会，记忆难改。
这波宙斯收割，一个大双杀。
神王之怒。
这是什么风？
用 W 强。
时间
夜
就是
眼中塔
金钱。
正受到攻击。
我就当极速。
这个 TB 是没有学大招的，差一点点。
夜眼中塔正受到攻击。
感受时
这包丢的有点严重啊，没什么解决办法，感觉应该是服务器的问题，因为我直播也不卡。
夜眼禁忌全面加固。
这波帕克有点穷了，被杀了一局。帕克在边跳刀，不过呢，帕克现在确实是这样的。现在帕克的打法也和以前有点变化，以前帕克可能就是挂剑，然后出一个那个叫分针，现在帕克是直接边跳刀边 A 仗打。帕克是比较打功能性的，切后排很厉害的英雄，所以这把不着急。这把基本上要等帕克跳刀 A 仗20到30分钟，可能20到25分钟的那一阶段会比较好看吧。然后熊猫这里也要别装备，死灵书，直接开5，两边都开5。这边开悟是在找虚空，这边开悟是在找 TB， 但虚空应该会先被找到。说实话，我觉得虚空挺难杀的，不过这一波是都有6级了，虚空这么灵性吗？开图一样的意思，反倒是这个帕克，哎，虚空还是出来了，你们给个加速，让我要去 R 住，先跳，跟住 A 2下 A 掉，两边开悟都没收获。
夜眼上塔正受到攻击，夜眼建筑全面加固。
我觉得 T2这个阵容会比较好发挥，因为帕克改了之后，他的大招太强了。帕克和宙斯都看到了对方。默克先死，这里正面战场，帕克切进来，直接一个大，他做了2个。不过这边宙斯让帕克很难受呀，直接被宙斯又是一波双杀。
给我的贡品，我都要。
帕克是差一点点跳刀，这波是被迫来参团。
with the wards. Welcome to Blur.
That was a big deal. That would have been a massive kill for Newbie to secure, and not getting the tower is definitely kind of a punch to their morale.
Oh yeah, they didn't even get the tower. Wow.
This PA is well on our way to outscaling this anti-mage based on the current pace of this game.
So Puck getting the dig on level 1, and it's going to go to Yule's next now. So of course not going to be upgrading that, at least just yet. Elder Titan roaming in the jungle. The anti-mage. Finished. Great item for this hero, of course, and especially if you get to level 15 with that cast range. All of a sudden, the shackles feel like they're the whole length of the screen. Some good crowd control to come, which they'll need against this Phantom Assassin. Although she is going to have a battle, or excuse me, a BKB as her next item. Going right into it, by the way. Not going to wait. Just wants it as soon as possible.
And like I said, I do think that is the correct build in this game. There's just a huge amount of magic damage on the side of Newbie that if you can negate it, the PA should feel relatively safe in whatever she fights.
Lich is, well, he's like, all right, get some solo experience. It's going to say if he goes any bit further, though, he's dead. He is going to stay back, though, hug that tower somewhat. Wyvern has own Aether Lens, so the extra range. Orchid's finished on Queen of Pain as well. Fantastic item for her. 40 attack speed. Well, again, a lot of Queen of Pains, but I look at that off the top of my head and think cooldown reduction pretty damn good, but that was a kill in the middle lane, by the way. He just 1, 2, 3 times at the tier 2 tower. Let's take out Lich. Okay, free kill.
Poor Faith.
Oh, that nearly got Wakesy. The wards are down. He's going to get the tower, I think. Yeah, so barely get the tower. Primal Roar used defensively just to simply run. Is that even going to be enough, though? I don't think so.
They have a lot of chase on the squap. Oh, nice juke.
Oh,
avalanche.
1, 2, 3. He picked up on it. And they still don't know exactly where he is, though.
Banana doing work.
These are some jukes, man. They really are. Allen Iverson up in the house here. Let's see how many people get that reference. But 1, 2, 3. He's eventually going to catch up to him. And I mean, I've said that a couple times now, to be fair, but this time it's a little different. They will cut him down. Hell of an attack, though. He is creative. That's the way we can describe that one, at least.
And he's been doing a very good job creating space. He's falling down pretty low on the net worth, though. And regarding the Queen of Pain attack speed talent, this hero has really kind of evolved into sort of like a hybrid ganking magic damage / right click hero. We often see Queen of Pain going for like BB, Assault Cuirass, Mjolnir as their sort of late game final kit. And you know, 12% cooldown reduction is nice, but it's not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things because all of her other skills are so low cooldown already.
True. With the Mjolnir, it's... Yeah, I don't know. Part of me is like, I think that's more argument to knock at attack speed, though, because obviously the Mjolnir synergy was with the 30% spell lifesteal. That level 20 talent is what makes it pretty ridiculous, too. And how she becomes so difficult to kill, and you're getting naturally plenty of attacks from that. So, I mean, she's not at this game, but yeah, when we were see the Queen of Pain in previous season at least, that was the build that we did see. But yeah, gonna go the attack speed. So the fact that she's not going the Mjolnir, I suppose again there's the argument. That's where it is pretty decent and has that right click presence to follow up with the PA as well. Again, don't think there's a wrong answer. Just an interesting one to look at least.
Especially because we're not seeing this hero all that often right now. The Dagon is complete on SDCC's Puck. He also has the Yules, which is really important facing this Orchid by the Queen of Pain. Anti-Mage, though, is still a ways away from that Manta, though. He is certainly accelerating with the Battle Fury, and once he has that, I feel a little bit more comfortable farming more aggressively. Will he have space as they pick up the battle?
I keep looking at the PA and I have to almost do a double take. It's like, wait, is there a Magnus on this team? Because I feel like she is just farming crazy. But no Magnus, just got that really early Battle Fury and obviously accelerating off of that. Level 19 as well, yeah. Beastmaster, he'll TP out in time even. And they're not going to catch him, so good getaway. You saw the bottom lane being pushed. Again, Newbie's been good about that as far as taking advantage of a Roshan attempt in that case right there. But they're going to smoke up. 4 heroes, the only one not included, Anti-Mage. What will this result in, though? Beastmaster does not have his initiation just yet. It's really just SCCC with that Dream Coil. They're going to go into the play. They're going to get a jump. Who is that? That's Wyvern. Okay, so it's a pick, but at what cost? Now 1, 2, 3 jumps in. And down goes Lich. And now the hunt is on for Shadow Shaman. Beastmaster nearby still has the Primal Roar. He ain't going to get it off, though. Free kill onto the Shaman on top of that. So, yeah, 2 for 1 favoring C-Deck there.
Yeah, definitely. Still more space for Dot, and they have 2 of the waves pushed in pretty far, and took a fight relatively far away from their towers as well. So C-Deck not going to get a ton out of that one fight where they did pick off 2 supports. In fact, they might even be taking a bad trade here as they're going for the tier 1, while Dot pressures tier 2 top.
He's coming in, 1, 2, 3. Gonna find Puck. Is it enough damage though? Eve has that ready. Can they find him? The vision. They're not gonna find him, it looks like.
The fake out.
Yep.
Really nice fake out. Lizard.
Acted like down. He did not. And he just steepies back safely. Well played. Level 2 Dagon's picked up. So he got the Yols. It seems like Dagon's going to be the name of the game for him. Just wants that burst to kill something like this Phantom Assassin especially as soon as possible. And again with the Cold Embrace being all that physical damage reduction. Good item to have against such ability there.
Yeah, really good finisher for sure.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, it's not like Puck really needs to worry about farming as he gets ever closer to that 420 GPM talent. Plus, the hero just naturally clears waves.
Dire's middle tower has
I just love that. It's one of those, like, it's a meme talent, but at the same time, it's the best meme talent in the game. By far.
It's so good.
420 gold per minute. It's like, come on. What is a Techie's one? It's a stupid amount of damage.
250.
Yeah. 251. I think it's 251.
Yeah.
Silly. Mid tier 3 is being pressured. Frost Shield is up. Oh, Phantom Assassin taking some good damage there, but again, she does have an Aegis. You look at the wards, by the way, down here by the Dire team. They got some aggressive wards they're working with, including one even in the middle lane. So they got some good deep vision, but right now they're finding themselves somewhat in their base, unfortunately.
Yeah, the deep vision is really nice, though, for the anti-mage because it allows him to keep track of where C-Deck is. And if he doesn't see them bottom, he knows that they're probably on their way to try and kill him top, which means he just needs to head to the bottom lane, continue farming his way towards that Abyssal Blade, which is when he becomes a lot more dangerous to deal with. We'll probably see the Abyssal Blade into an MKB, potentially stop off for a Butterfly, but I feel like being able to kill PA is more important.
Dream Coil used just simply to catch Tiny and run. So, again, not the longest cooldown, but still not the most ideal. Shaman, you're done. The run is on. Can he get away? He's going to ward trap for this, too. Yeah, that seems silly, because you're just giving them gold. You're wasting a cooldown. That was a desperate play.
Very split up right now. Anti-Mage Beast here in the bottom lane. Taking a potentially 2-on-2 fight as the 3 other C-Deck heroes push the mid lane tower.
We saw this yesterday. Beastmaster Anti-Mage. Oh my god, that burst!
Obliterated.
Never mind. We did not see that yesterday. Anti-Mage exploding there.
And no buyback. That's a very bad death.
Yes. That's a full minute. Eve pops the BKB for the first time, diving on top of Faith. That Chain Frost ain't slowing her down. But she cannot get the kill on the Lich, so not the greatest use of the BKB here. But still, you mentioned no buyback for 50 more seconds even. Rasta just came up. He doesn't have wards. The crit comes out with the bash proc, but the shield and the Shadow Blade for Beastmaster. He will barely survive. More daggers being thrown out. You know another crit's coming. Just a matter of time here. But they're pushing out the racks. Save. I mean, they're going to save it, it looks like, for the time being.
This team is awful at hitting buildings.
Yeah.
Until Tiny shows up.
Even that, Frost Shield's also still annoying, as we see there. Does wear, oh yeah, once Tiny starts, oh, the back door! Oh, barely get a kill to the back door. That would have been unfortunate. So, ultimately, that Anti-Mage death does result in a free Rax kill. Recedek.
Full Abyssal Blade on Phantom Assassin. Just looking for that extra lockdown on Puck and AM. And I gotta say, this is looking a pretty rough spot for newbies. They're down 12k. Anti-Mage still a ways away from that Basher and his own Abyssal Blade. And even when he gets that, I mean, okay, he can jump the Quap potentially, but I feel like this Tiny is, as we're gonna see here.
Is he not dead? Oh my gosh.
Barely gets out.
Yeah. And I was just about to say, I think there's an argument that he just really needs that BKB too, but it's one of those cases as PA. Back-to-back crits on the squishy supports. Easy double kill for her. Yeah, they thought they had to jump on Ivern, and PA sitting with a blur. Jumps them instead, but Banana's going to do his part to push bottom again.
They need to change how close blur break damage or break distances. You can literally just walk right next to something and they can't.
Well, also the case of Shadow Blade, it's several times now Beastmaster's been able to get away with the Shadow Blade due to the lack of detection from the Radiant squad. So he'll take it though. But yeah, back to Anti-Mage. I look at this Radiant lineup, it screams BKB to me. But he's not going in. Now, PA's in trouble, but the Cold Embrace will save for the time being. And look at that, the heel's kicking in. PA, you know she's coming out swinging as soon as it wears off. Jumps on a Beastmaster, gets the free kill there. Still chasing. Don't know if she's catch up to anyone else, though.
Yeah, Eve says, I don't care about objectives. I don't care about the waves. I'm just going to hunt this Puck.
Hit heroes. I don't know, what do you think, though, for Anti-Mage? Because, I mean, obviously Basher Abyssal Blade's necessary, too. BKB would be nice.
It would, but you'd still have to be able to get it off and not be at 100 HP when he uses it.
God, another case he barely survives against a tiny combo, and he's going to blink away and live this time again.
Dire's top shrine is under attack. Dire's top shrine has fallen.
Close call there. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the BKB, you know, it'd be good, but at the same time, he just needs damage because he really can't contribute to these fights. And I think that in particular, this Tiny is a huge problem. Like, look how tanky he is.
This is 4 heroes, so they should be able to. Oh, those are the TPs though. Oh no, it's taking forever. The Cold Embrace could not come in time, but Phantom Assassin is here. Counterspell is going to be fought by Anti-Mage as he runs away. Queen of Pain. BKB on top of the Puck with that Sonic Wave and gets the kill as a result as well. And now going after Shaman. Didn't make it out. At least he's still trying to run here at the bottom lane. That's a double kill though for Eve, and probably a death on Banana as well. He has a Shadow Blade in 2 seconds. They have a gem though. I'll retain that gem. Let's make it a triple kill. So yeah, that death took forever on Tiny, and that's what allowed that rotation.
Radiant's bottom tower is
You're
under
right
attack.
to suggest that he's going to be an issue, even in death showed right there. But it is an Anti-Mage. Abyssal Blade is almost. Oh, can you stop now?
Middle barracks are under attack.
Abyssal Blade is almost finished. So, and then maybe he goes back for the BKB after that. And potentially, that's where he could actually start being a bit of a threat now.
Yeah. I don't know.
Still not sold on that. It's just too many defensive items, yeah.
You know, like, PA can't be outscaled by Anti-Mage, but if he's not outscaled, this PA is just a better hero than Anti-Mage is in the late game. And so I worry about the tools that newbie this year. The full Satanic, I mean, from Puck, not going to have much impact against Eve.
That's something else I wanted to bring up, actually. Puck, this does feel like a game that would have been pretty good with an Axe. Instead of upgrading the Dagon even, that's another direction he could have gone with the Axe, because we saw early BKB on PA. We see one on Queen of Pain. Tiny is not going one, but...
Oh, nice curse. Catches the Shaman.
Does, and allows PA to jump on top of Puck as soon as the curse wears off. Not going to kill her, though, due to the phase shift, and she will actually blink away after the heals, but Rasta buys back anyway, so he still has wards, yeah. I was going to say, even with that kill, you can't feel like this is free. Top lane, though.
Top lane, though, yeah.
Look at Anti-Mage. He's got a free
Doing
push.
Anti-Mage things. And his team's just distracting here. Puck does go down, though. No buyback.
Just here as well, so the inner beast kicking in, and 1, 2, 3. He's gonna find the opening. Sonic Wave on top. The counter spell does come out. However, Dot, he's gonna get comboed. He blinks in time. They kill Beastmaster, but Anti-Mage blinking away and will survive. But plenty of damage done right there as Wakesy also falls for a dieback. Eve going back up for the top tier 3. Will finish that. Now he's focused on the racks. It's gonna be a crit. It sure is. Not a kill, though.
The buyback on the beast, though. Good buyback.
There's a roar. Oh, it's different targets. Uh-oh. Elder Titan. Okay, he will fall. Sinister's Gaze pulling an Eve allows for the kill, but now Eve's in trouble.
There's the bash. Yeah.
Has a Satanic. Has Satanic. Mana Void. You can be able to pop the
mana.
Satanic. BKB. There's a Satanic, though. Turns on to Beastmaster and immediately pops a Shadow Blade. Blink away from the Anti-Mage, but Satanic has now worn off. Could go back in. This is a lot of trouble. Shaker's here, though. Curse is up. Does have a cold embrace if he needs it. Phantom Assassin now gets help from XM. However, Anti-Mage going to be dropped. He flies back immediately. But the Rax is now susceptible. What a chaotic finish potentially we're having here between these teams.
Yeah, really great play by Newbie to make that call to go for the base, but it's just not enough. They're too far behind. This Anti-Mage is too weak of a hero to fight this PA, and I don't know. Don't remember what patch they removed the mana cooldown, mana cost from Satanic, but holy crap, that is a big deal.
Yeah. Yes, he got it off. Came out back to full life. Speaking of crit, right there, almost dropped Anti-Mage, but is able to blink. And Newbie's gonna stick in it for now, but they're ancient, of course, exposed. With both tier 4s going down. Plenty of damage done, but again, you see if Anti-Mage is able to get a little bit of a split push off, you can see the damage he can do. So it's good that they're not giving up just yet, but it's obviously going to be a very difficult climb now.
Yeah, although he is going for this MKB next, I think that's definitely the right choice.
In this game now, yeah.
Yeah, if he can combo with the Beastmaster in particular to burst down this PA, you know, that's, I would say, 50% plus of the damage from D-Deck. We get to brush time. They are not.
There's the Aegis. She's picked up by Queen of Pain. She'll blink away. They're going to have to push out this bottom lane. Look at their old lane, though. They're going to dive on the XM, but he pops BKB, but they missed Blade and the Prime Roar U, so overlapping. And that's a gem, which they don't pick up right away, is the Curse
really
of Beastmaster. Yeah, it doesn't really do a whole lot, does it? They burst down Wyvern. He doesn't have a buyback. The Dot's in. The counterspell. It reflects the Abyssal Blade on a Phantom Assassin, and it allows him to blink away before too much damage comes in. Beastmaster, however, he damage. A triple kill for 1, 2, 3 Tiny. And, yeah, the Curse wasn't the prettiest, but they do get 3 kills out of it in the end.
They get 3 kills, but at the same time, I do like the fact that Newbie took that fight as far base as humanly possible. Ultimately, it might be too little too late, but they will have both their supports coming in, and their Wyvern, no. BKB is up, however, on PA, so they are going to go, and looks like they're just going to try and end the throne since it is exposed. Daedalus is complete on Tiny as well, so it's so much for.
Yeah, AM's going to go for a big. But yeah, he gets dashed himself, and it just doesn't matter. Obviously, he had to try something crazy there, and they're going to call GG. It's Ancient's going to die anyways. Either way, it's a victory for CDEC here in game number 1. So, just simply was too far behind in the early game for Anti-Mage, and he did a hell of a job back and time back in there and everything, but it was still wasn't enough. SCCC also with his, I feel like we didn't really see the impact with dig on.
It was a pretty rough game for him. I feel like he had a decent. Just had basically no scaling. We saw him just like the Tiny, and Tiny would be back at full HP within like a matter of seconds. Just did all the impact from the. Maybe if he'd gone for something like the Veil, but I mean, there's just not enough magic damage to justify that. Perhaps so a little bit of a rough pick, like a good counter to the Quap, but probably not fitting the lineup as well as they would have liked.
Yeah, again, you look back at the graphs and everything too. Again, Puck was up there on the network chart for a while, but in the end, couldn't do enough to carry in that early game. So good draft and good play all around from CDEC. Nothing. Oh, who would have thought Newbie on the verge of being eliminated even before the playoffs going into this event? It's a big name organization, but as we've mentioned too, they are going through a bit of a work here with the roster, players out, and they're now as they head into Game 2 of the series against a solid team CDEC on the other side. So I'm Break CPK, joined by Elevated. Stay tuned, guys. We got more of the China Dota 2 Winter Cup coming at you. Game 2. We'll be right back. we are game number 2 in this best of 3 series. CDEC up 1-0 over Newbie here for the Chinese Dota 2 Winter Cup Online Tournament. I'm Breaky CPK, joined by Elevated, and we got game number 2 kicking off. We got our draft just about ready to start. In fact, the picks, that is. Of course, the bands finishing up there, and now into the picks we go. But you notice the bands to start things off, and of course, Beastmaster taken away from Newbie, or by Newbie even, as that was a hero that they happened to run the last game, actually, but don't want to give that up to CDEC and consider a strong one at that, so that's one that stands out to me, though, at least as far as reaction bans go.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's definitely been a very popular hero in these games that we've seen in this tournament. I think that we saw them pick up the Grimstroke a bunch of times, Faith playing it yesterday. So a comfortable hero. We saw a lot of prioritization of these extremely powerful ultimates like the Doom, the Fiend's Grip with the Grimstroke, and facing a Faceless Void. I feel like we're probably going to see that Doom come out.
Yeah. Oh, I was with you. I thought that was going to be an insta-pick Doom, honestly, but, you know, Terrorblade's obviously... Didn't we see this yesterday? Was the Terrorblade into the Elder Titan? And I don't know if it was them, but that was, looking back real quickly. It was King Gaming Luminous. They picked, it was a Grimstroke Terrorblade opening into in that case, it was actually into the Faceless Void, so that was not Elder Titan. So never mind. But speaking of the Faceless Void on the side of CDEC, again, they in that game 1 there, they ended up picking that last pick Slark, and it was just weird. The draft, clearly it felt funky, and the gameplay proved to, you know, be evidence of that feeling being real, because hoping they don't draft that Slark last, at least.
Slark Void combo, yeah. I don't think that we're going to see that.
No. They got Faceless Void with Elder Titan, though. That itself is obviously very powerful. And again, Terrorblade into an Elder Titan already. It's a risky pick, but we'll see how it pays off. See the Medusa ban on top of the Earthshaker. Yeah, if they don't ban Doom, I would find it hard to believe them not going Doom, because, again, we saw a bit of that yesterday specifically with the Grimstroke, but against Faceless Void, obviously fantastic against him. Again, there's other heroes to think about, sure, but man, Doom has to be up there. I guess Lich is maybe another one. Obviously, the Lich Grimstroke combo is very strong, too. Could be annoying. So which ban do
Yeah. We've seen those two heroes put together quite often. Grimstroke is obviously just such a good aggressive hero. I think we'll probably end up seeing something that can dive this Void. Something along the lines of...
What I've been doing lately.
No, actually. The Centaur is gone. The Brew is gone.
I like to pull up a hero list. That's one thing I mean, I like the interface and everything that they have in game. It looks very clean, and obviously it's really cool to set up. But it does suck not having like access to a hero list within the clan itself.
Yeah.
At this screen.
I know, I'm tabbed out now looking at the heroes.
I've been making a habit of doing that on my other screen where I get the hero list out. Cause, you know, there's a lot of heroes in this game, like 130 or something like that, and sometimes you just forget about specific ones that we don't see all the time.
Axe is still in the pool. I think Axe is a decent pick against both these teams.
We haven't Axe at all in the China qualifiers, have we? Or not qualifiers, but this tournament.
Not much.
Sand King, man, really? Huh. That's what they settled with.
I
was going to say, are they going to then pick Lich themselves? And, okay, that makes a lot more sense then. But, again, Doom is still there. So
yeah, that Sand King ban is pretty good. We saw the Grimstroke Sand King before, and it was a pretty brutal laning stage. Just kill after kill, Burrow Strike with the Inkswell on top, chaining that stun.
10 seconds remaining.
So Newbie going to think about this.
5 seconds
if they don't go Doom, could get their...
I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm kidding. why are they even playing this game now? Other support options, you know, there's like a Rasta, could potentially be pretty good too. As far as Shadow Shaman goes there.
Yeah, might also see the Tusk. That's the hero we've seen.
Was it not banned? Oh yeah, that wasn't. That's a Brewmaster ban. Yeah.
I would like to see them pick something to save against the Chronosphere.
Radiant team pick.
There's the Venge in response to what I was asking for. Appreciate that, newbie.
There you go. They heard you and they're like, you know what? This is a good hero to have that. Got that swap ability pretty good. And some synergy with Grimstroke, of course, with the missile. And I suppose, I don't know how swap works to it, actually.
It's not good.
Targets.
It's like a double swap. It swaps you with the second hero, and then swaps the other two heroes, I believe, if I remember correctly.
That's weird. So you probably don't want to do it into the Soul Mind. That's what you're saying.
No. The magic.
Yeah. Good. So Sudak, offlaner. Again, they could run an offlane Faceless Void, but I don't know if there's a reason why they necessarily want to do that just yet. Granted, if a Doom does come out, then it could be extra annoying. But, yeah, offlane Faceless Void is something we haven't seen in a long time, but, you know, things like a Blink, the Ags even, and you're just basically that big walking ultimate. It's a long ultimate cooldown, but could be fun.
Yeah, it's the universe specialty.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. I mean, that we're going to see a mid Skyrath mage, or we're going to see an offlane Elder Titan.
I'm going mid Skyrath mage because they're up against a Terrorblade.
Yep. It does make a lot of sense. It gives them a very early amount of magic damage and just huge amount of damage they can dump into the Chronosphere.
5 seconds remaining.
It is semi-countered by Venge, with the swap being able to save whoever gets caught by Sky. Actually, Skyrath kind of benefits from being paired with the Lich, because it's normally a squishy hero, but if you Frost Shield the Skyrath Mage, then it's going to be a lot more tanky.
I was just about to suggest Omni Knight, but again, I keep forgetting that they took away his repel. It's so weird. So weird to me. Why would they do that?
Heavenly Grace, that was called? I think so.
Yeah, Heavenly Grace. I think it's a new ability name there. Silencer is still on the board. that I suppose wouldn't be too bad against a Skyrath. They're concerned about a core Skyrath, which right now, like you're saying, it's a bit. Clinks. There you go.
Please,
Get
no.
that Orchid.
Who was the team that ran that?
I tried to erase that from my memory.
That was ugly.
That was
they won.
Didn't they? Yeah, it was in the NA qualifiers, I think.
They won, but it was ugly.
Radiant
I
team
forget who it
back.
was. But...
There's the Doom, as expected.
Yeah, again, Doom's been great against Skyrath, so it's like Doom really does make even more sense now. But they're still going to do their mid hero, so C-Deck has to think what they want to ban here.
Turn to ban.
Pugna, okay. I guess that's another save against Faceless Void, at least.
Yep, it's pretty good against the Chronosphere, and it actually really owns Skyrath as the game progresses.
Oh,
another
word, yeah.
Just destroys him in team fights.
I'm thinking Decrepify, I'm like, what? But no, that makes a lot more sense, yes.
10 seconds remaining.
So I go back to that Silencer.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, Global Silence would be pretty damn strong right now and leading into a fight. I'm not going to lie.
Silence on top of the Chronosphere? Then they would. What would they have?
No.
They would have no lineup.
I'm saying for newbie.
Yeah.
As like a preemptive, because they're somewhat they're a really big team fight on the side of C-Deck, so getting that hero that can stop it. Or they go Puck though. Okay. That's true.
Yeah, pretty good against the Sky. He's going to be able to dodge the Arcane Bolt spam, assuming that it is.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's another hero now that, again, like a mid-hero that's great follow-up to a Faceless Void that
5 seconds
is magic-focused as well. I mean, Queen of Pain, obviously. I think it's going to be more the offlane hero for sure here. But then what if that's the case? I guess Invoker, yeah. Could be one.
Okay, that's another really good one, actually. I like that pick. doesn't really care that much about the matchup against the puck. Kunkka's usually just so tanky. Building into the bracers, reduces the magic damage, has the catch for the puck as well as the swap target potentially. More damage you can put into the Chronosphere. The cleave not nearly as good, I should say, against Terrorblade. But I don't know. I've been really liking how the Chinese teams run this Kunkka.
Yeah, we saw the one yesterday.
Yeah, IGV just dominated with it.
That was insane. He had like 2,000 life at 15 minutes into the game or something like that. It was ridiculous.
Yep.
1-2-3 playing the Skywrath, by the way, and he's their offlane player.
Cool.
So, yeah, it's still kind of a core Skywrath in that sense, just not the mid focus. You know, we mentioned the puck pick and how maybe Skywrath wouldn't want to go into that matchup. So, but he still should be able to get some decent farm and bring that magic presence to Terrorblade, being able to cut through him.
Yeah, definitely going to be annoying for Terrorblade to lane against, and I assume they'll probably put the Elder Titan down there as well. Vengeful Spirit, a fairly low range hero, so can be pressured by Elder Titan, although Faith is the 5 technically, so it may end up being a Grimstroke Terrorblade lane.
We'll see what they end up doing. Well, this is game 2 again. Newbie on the verge of being eliminated. Trying to force a game 3 at least in the series. C-Deck looking to advance on the playoffs and take on Mr. Game Boy. So, obviously, Mr. Game Boy happens to be a new team under the new banner. Be interesting there to see Newbie move on and face their brethren, I guess. But right now, C-Deck looking like the stronger team and up 1-0.
Yeah, and they're running the Doom in the safe lane, at least to start. Going aggressive with this Terrorblade Venge and Grimstroke. That is a pretty scary lane to deal with, at least early on, with the Metamorphosis, the Venge Sun, and the Inkswell as well.
Faceless Void, though, having that time walk, as long as he doesn't use it aggressively, should be fine. It's more so Lich that's the one that we'll have to be careful of getting caught out at that bottom lane in a too aggressive position. But I don't think they've spotted Banana up here yet. He is hiding in the trees currently. They get a ward of sight down pretty deep. He just placed that, though. Exactly who's at the top lane yet. For this rune, they might just assume it is Terrorblade up here, because obviously Terrorblade's known for that. Not even trying to go for the rune, but they're going to see supports down here as Faceless Void will check things out, runs in a Wakesy. But now Grimstroke also shows up, and perhaps a little more evidence given away what's going on. They want to go for that Lich Soak, and they know that he would be the kill. But Eve gets that Frost Shield up, and is going to eventually time walk away. So they're 100% aware now what's going on. Are we going to see some adjustments or not?
Yeah, we'll see. I definitely, if they don't, I really like this laning setup. This Doom, you know, with the new Devour, he's just going to be able to sustain himself through this high harass lane against the Skywrath Mage and allow the Terrorblade to do Terrorblade things in the bottom lane, pressuring with the Metamorphosis and having a good backup combination in terms of the Venge and the Grim. Although Grim does TP top.
Pops it right away at the meta. The Wave of Terror even comes out and let the last hitting begin. And every time Faceless Void even pokes in a little bit, his auto attacks start flying in on top of him. So he's just going to time walk right there for a little bit of damage back. But again, that's a long cooldown. Granted, until level 2 on Faceless or in Vengeful, he doesn't necessarily need to be too careful. Too careful.
He's getting quite low though. He's going to have to use the salve very early on. Only tank left. Going to need to ferry himself more regen, I think.
Metamorphosis does wear off in a couple seconds though, and the hero does change a bit. Well, none of that threat's over. Could feel more comfortable again. As Kunk middle lane landed a Torrent SCC, getting somewhat low, but he'll be fine. Still early on, not the most to be scared of yet. You mentioned Grimstroke rotates at the top lane, and is going to make it a 2 versus 2 up here. But ooh, bottom lane, they dive Terrorblade. Really
run him down with the Frost. Couple of bashes.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say he might have at least got one time in there.
That's happening. I don't know. I will say that Dot has looked fairly shaky in the laning stage, especially, I mean, last game in particular, but he's good at recovering when he's given some space, but he needs to not give away those free kills in this laning stage. Yeah. Void is definitely a hero that can straight up counter Terrorblade if he is ahead.
Yeah, it's not like Lich faces Void screams, "I'm gonna kill you" either. So again,
yeah,
unfortunately, it's one of the reasons. Like I wasn't down there for good reason, but at the same time, I'm disappointed at myself for not catching it because really would be curious to see how that ultimately played out. Point is, he did die. First blood going the way of Cedek, and you can see now. I mean, especially again with Metamorphosis down, they're a lot more comfortable as far as fighting into him, getting those last hits. And Faceless Void right now, he's 11-2. Terrorblade's still slightly on top, but even now at this point. Meta is coming back up in about 18 seconds. And Vengeful is level 2 as well, so.
Yeah.
Oh, shit goes down. Caught that.
I don't really know how I feel about this laning setup, to be honest.
From who?
From Newbie. Like, Venge is a garbage laning hero. It's so bad. Very low base damage. Very low range.
Well, they're trying to kill Faceless Void here. He used his Time Walk. They know that. That's where they're going all in for. He pops a Time Dilation, though. Look at that slow and Vengeful. He is going to run away, pop a South. However, Ralph still on the run. And he'll survive, too. So very close call on either side, but ultimately nobody dies at the bottom lane, at least. Oh, 1, 2, 3 at the top lane. He's going to burn down. Infernal Blade comes out and does him in. He underestimated the amount of damage to come. It's taken out.
Thunderclap also from the Doom, allowing him to do some extra burst damage. 150 damage for 50 mana is so good early on. Yeah. Plus the slow.
Good job on that kill. And Cedek had the first blood, but since then it's 2-0 for Newbie. And middle lane is going pretty well for SCCC right now. He's 19-9, a 15-4 Kunkka on the other side. So Kunkka has one of the bracers. I'm sure we're going to at least see 1 or 2 more. But at least these early levels going the way of Puck. At the top lane, Banana, he'll fall. Too much damage. Skywrath between the Arcane Bolt and the Concussive Shot. He's still chasing after Faith, the Astral Spirit in pursuit. One more shot. See ya, Faith. Oh! Was it enough?
Yeah, he's already heading in for that third Null Talisman. Spell damage is going to be pretty nuts.
We've seen the position for Skywrath a little bit, and I know Z-Freak comes to mind. But yeah, what was it, a 5 Null Talisman build?
Yep.
He would go.
5 Null into Kaya. Just ridiculous amounts of magic damage.
Yeah, why not?
Battle over the runes here in the bottom lane.
Both lanes. Top lane, same story, but they're going to get on the Dire side. It looks like it ends up being an even split. Not much fighting in the end. But Kunkka's able to start holding his ground a little bit more. That's again, how you probably expect this to go. As like I said, he's going to have that second bracer now coming out. Not going to be as scared against the Puck anymore. Heavy magic damage. So starting to recover a little bit. Faceless Void, expecting to see the Mask of Madness most likely. It seems like that is become more the, not even necessarily become, but that seems like more the traditional build right now for these Faceless Voids. No Battle Fury, just go the Mask of Madness.
Yeah, sometimes they do go back for the Battle Fury after the Mask of Madness, so that they can scale better. But Mask is pretty important, especially with the new way that Time Lock works.
Yeah. They're going in. Good Bash proc. Meta is popped though, Eve, with the Frost Shield. He's confident he still has a Time Walk and a Dilation. Gets hit with the Magic Missile. There's a Time Walk though. There's a Dilation now. Dot in trouble. One more attack will do him in. All of a sudden, Vengeful's also in trouble. The Bash proc's kicking in more. And they get a turn double kill out of it. So Faceless Void obviously manning up with that Time Walk. Very good ability. Top lane, Dream Coil comes in. SCCC with the early level 6 rotation. They take out both as a result. So an eye for an eye right there of sorts. Doom did get low, but not low enough, and they're going to pop a Shrine on the Dire side. So a bit of a trading going on.
Cedek probably pretty happy, though, with the way that trade went. It did require Puck rotating top to trade for the offlaner and the support. Meanwhile, their carry gets a kill on the enemy carry, and Kunkka free to farm in the mid lane as well.
Vengeful soaking up the farm in the meantime at the bottom. At least a little bit that she could, as it was into the tower. But yeah, Terrorblade's found himself in the jungle, triple Wraith Band.
No surprise there.
Yep, he's going to be there for the next 10 minutes or so, at least. Both of the jungles up at the dire side, more than likely. You know, C-Deck will start hunting him, though, in the near future, specifically Skywrath, get that smoke, and once he levels up that Mystic Flare, he can most certainly start hunting.
Yeah, and I will give the edge of ease of execution to C-Deck in this game. The Void doesn't even really have to have that good of a game. There's just so much damage to put into the Chronosphere that even if he doesn't have a perfect early game, he's still going to be able to get kills with his team.
Kunkka, can he X? He could, but no, he's just out of range, actually. Kunkka coming in. Doom chose not to chase after Elder Titan, and I think they probably saw him with this war. That's why. Saw the rotation coming in, so smart move. But XM, he still wants to make something out of this. He has the Ghost Shark ready to go. Bottom lane, that's a dead Vengeful.
Ghost Shark, I like it.
Middle tower is under attack.
It is a Ghost Shark.
Yeah, it's called Ghost Ship, but damn Shark comes out, so I'm going to call it Ghost Shark. And he's back, though. By the Dire team up there, playing very defensive, realizing he was rotating and don't want to give him any chance.
Petition to start calling it Sharknado, or no? Is that not something that's going to happen?
It doesn't work too well. It's not like it's not a tornado. I don't know. It's a cool name. I'd be forward for that. But hell, I call it Will-O-Wisp Disco Ball. So
that's true.
Although
Disco Inferno.
Disco Inferno, yeah, that's actually a Han ability, a pretty famous Han ability. So it's kind of weird to say that. Ain't no Rhapsody in this game. You have no.
Sorry for my blasphemy.
I know. Mask of Madness queued up for Faceless Void. He's essentially having free farm now at this bottom lane. As, again, Terrorblade's been AFK in the jungle. Vengeful is just simply trying to stay alive. So we've seen both mids rotate now, and Puck got the slightly better of it as she got 2 kills and Kunkka didn't get anything. But Kunkka's going to look to go the Shadow Blade for his first core item.
Boom, 1900 life.
Yeah, just like that.
9 minutes into the game.
Insane. Double bracer power treads. But yeah, Shadow Blade to help catch up to that Puck. Seems like a good idea. And they're both rotating top. Got a clash.
Things about to kick off here. They catch the Puck, actually, and the silence.
Yeah. That Ancient Seal gets the phase shift off to avoid the stun from the Ghost Ship, but it doesn't matter. Still get the kill in the end, and that's going to be a problem for Puck throughout this game. Ancient Seal very good against him, of course.
Yeah, it has no cast point, which means that if Sky gets the jump, it's going to be curtains for this Puck for sure.
And that's level 1. 3 seconds at level 1. It goes all the way up to 6 seconds at level 4. And then, of course, the increased magic damage amplified. Pretty good ability. Skywrath is not going to go more than 3 null talismans. He's going to go Rod of Atos.
Jeez. Here's the Midas on dot.
Is he going to Midas again? Yeah, he did this yesterday. I believe it was him.
I think it was. Man, it just feels like he just gets dumpstered in lane. He just has to, like, desperately try to come back into every single game that we've seen.
Yeah. I look at this series, at least I'm having trouble remembering exactly how yesterday ultimately played out, but I will say this series, again, last game, it was a very difficult matchup. This game, as you're pointing out, I mean, he had a vengeful support teammate. It just, not necessarily setting up for the best either. But
shouldn't have died twice to avoid and lane.
Yes, there is that. Yeah, that's very worth saying. It's been a struggle. Mask of Madness finished on Faceless Void. He could be in trouble. He has this chrono. He might, yeah. He's going to use it defensively. Allow for the Dream Code to wear off. Time walk away.
Yep.
Smart. That was 4 heroes, so very worth that chrono.
Life gives them tons of information, and You know, at the end of the day, it's not that important that he gets a kill with that first Chronosphere since the rest of his heroes are doing quite well.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Kunkka, they're going to run into Terrorblade. See ya, Dot. TPs aren't coming in, so maybe not actually. There's a swap from Vengeful, so see ya into a save.
Here comes Sky.
Yeah, Skywrath. No Mystic Flare, though. He doesn't really have a stun. He
So
does get one
low.
there, but he didn't want to commit. Oh, Skywrath. If he just trusted in his Elder Titan,
Is under attack.
he has that
Great
kill.
stop by Shaker.
Shaker. Keep thinking Air Shaker.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He's going in. He's got a haste. He might get this. He's not going to land this stomp, though.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Shouldn't,
attack.
at least. Okay, good
Dire's
dodge.
middle tower
However,
is under
Vengeful,
attack.
they do find him.
Wakesy, definitely in trouble here.
No way he's getting away there, especially with the Mystic Flare committed. So, good find. Bottom lane. TP's coming in. That's a Soulbind. He's on Kunkka. Kunkka's dead. Doom was activated, but so is Grimstroke, and now Banana.
Dire's top tower
It's going to be tough for him to get out of this. He has 16 charges on that one currently. There's some slows. Echo Stomp is going to barely hit him and set up the follow-up, but 1-2-3 doesn't have a lot of mana here. There's the one, the Chain Frost.
Not bouncing.
Well, they got a lot of farm. How's that going for him? Yeah. Actually, so good rotations. I noticed Skywrath is going the route of Atos. I want to get your thoughts on that here, this game.
As an offlaner, I definitely like it. Once you get the Atos, you just have solo kill potential on everybody, and Roots were buffed very heavily in 720. So I think that it's a perfect item in this game.
Very good lockdown this time. I was going to say it almost wasn't enough. The Dream Coil was just about to wear off there, but they do get the kill. And speaking of those changes, we actually see a bit of that taking place right there. He cannot time walk away when he's hit by that Dream Coil. So, like, you could argue he should have just time walked to snap it and get the distance, but again, you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, you have to just run out, huh?
Mm-hmm. So,
Radiant's top
very
tower is
effective
under attack.
against a hero like that. You know, Storm Spirit obviously comes to mind as well.
And there's the full Atos. This Skywrath mage is pretty scary. He's actually almost the highest net worth on his team. 1-2-3 has been carrying in this series so far.
Playing well, and they're going to try to find a kill with it right away. Yeah, wrapping around the mid lane. Chrono
Radiant's
is
middle
ready.
tower is under attack.
From
They'd really like to catch this puck.
I don't see him, though. They're going to see Grimstroke mid. There's no vision up here.
Radiant's top
No
tower
reason for
is
them to
under
see
attack.
Puck right now. So unless Puck
Void is
just
here too.
runs into the bottom lane, Elder Titan, meanwhile, TP's out.
Radiant
Stomping the
are
TP.
scanning. Dire.
Oh,
Nice scan by Newbie.
Yeah.
Dire's
And hits
middle tower
Grimstroke.
is under attack.
Still going to get caught, though. Ultimately, they lose one, but considering how that was setting up, it could have been a lot deadlier, I suppose.
Dire's
And they're
middle
going to get
tower
all 4
is
bounty
down.
runes, actually, out of it, too. So that's very worth it for Newbie.
Yeah. Losing just a support for a 4-man rotation.
Value. How's the Hanamitis doing? He is working up the net worth chart.
He has it. Heading just immediately for BKB.
Wow.
Dire's middle
Yeah.
tower is under attack.
Okay. There's a lot of reason to have BKB this game, but damn.
At least get rid of Ancient Seal. But I guess just really hoping to be able to press the BKB before he gets Chronosphere and then just, hope for the best.
That's the big thing. Exactly. It's getting a BKB into a black hole, a Chronosphere. It always feels a little off sometimes. Again, it's pretty necessary this game when you're dealing with a core Skywrath especially, but speaking of that, nice silence from Grimstroke just before. Actually saves his life. Allows him to get away for now. Blue, he's going to get jumped. That would be the Elder Titan swap out of the drink. Oh, great combo. Good
Yeah,
kill.
I love that combo.
A lot.
Doom on
Yeah,
Sky.
Banana is going to go after Doom, but it's a massive team here. And back silence, no point. But yeah, that is a great combo we saw right there. Kill the Elder
Dire's
Titan.
top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's Terrorblade. Nice counter ward happens to come out.
Dire's top
They're
tower
farming
is
right
under
next to
attack.
each other. They don't know it. There you go. He's gonna time walk away.
But no time walk now. God, silence.
Port the Phantom's Embrace needs to know that Soulbind is up, but the board on Sphere coming in. Skyrath is getting low though. The Soulbind doing so much work right there. Out comes your, but they do take out Terrorblade as well as Grimstrike. However, so losing the Skyrath doesn't even matter. And now Banana in trouble too. Time to Elation slowing him down. X gonna bring him right back. There is a shrine. Can they use it in time? Looks like maybe.
So low.
Grimstroke, he's TPing back in. Faces Void will fall. S-Triple-C, dying. Nope, he pops the Eels. He will live. Echo Stomp, not going to happen. S-Triple-C still alive. Lucerio away. He's going to get away and they get the turn kill on it. Elder Titan. Great turn as well from Puck.
God.
XM, can he get out of here now? He has his X. Infernal Blade slowing him down. There's a stroke of fate. Shadow Blade, though. Detection. There's none. So XM will survive. Back and forth.
That was amazing. He just completely outplayed CDEC, and as a result, got 2 heroes to chase him, broke them off from the rest of the fight, which should have been won pretty. For that
Solo kill. Dead. Skyrath finds Terra, but after that, it was so good for newbie. Skyrath just finds a solo Terrorblade and gets the solo kill out of it. That's a lot of experience, net worth going his way. 700 gold going to the Skyrath for that kill.
Yeah, with that Midas, lots of unreliable gold. Actually, Midas is reliable gold. Lots of gold.
Lots of gold in general, yeah. Oh my god, Real's still alive. The soul might just come out, but it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, eventually gets turned. Real still might die. Never mind. He is going to stay alive. Grimstroke, Bash Proc's happening. He's dead. Doom's thinking about it. He's got a Shadow Blade, but he ain't going to go in the end. Doom is coming back up. S-Triple-C. He should be fine. Yep. They shift into the orb away. And they know he's over here somewhere, but not worth it.
Yeah, I think that
Radiant's bottom
when he forgot that he had the Vengeance Spirit illusion.
It was just sitting there, yeah.
It was just sitting there. It like auto attacked the Lich, who was at literally like 80 HP twice, and then he just sat there as the Lich walked away.
I noticed
Oops.
that too. Yeah, I thought about calling it out, but I was like, maybe don't play a lot of Vengeful. But then you just went ahead and did it anyways. That is true, though. Yes, obviously there's that illusion after the fact. I remember that kills death. Those are the best ones.
Absolutely. I missed the old one. I thought that was, that was way better.
Oh, the old, like the more recent one.
Yeah, or it would turn your allies into just basically Terrorblade reflection illusions.
Yeah.
Dire scan.
Double damage rune. S-Triple-C hits it in front of the Echo Stomp. And it gets away. He's going the same build that he went last game, by the way, on the puck. He blink heals, and we are going to see the Dagon once again.
Good tool against the Void for sure. I think SCCC's having slightly better game than last time, although just needs to make sure to avoid this Kunkka as much as possible.
Chrono ready. Faceless Void. There is a sentry here. They do know he's in the area. They see him right now. They're playing like they don't. Doom, can he get the Doom up? No, he cannot. He was casting it. The Chrono happens first, though. Where's the follow-up damage? There's the Mystic Flare on top of the Earth Splitters. See ya, Doom. That was so close to being different. If he gets that Doom off.
Oh, the Atos.
They catch Faith. The follow-up double kill for 1, 2, 3. By the way, a Shadow Blade on Skyrath now, too. So they're all about to sneak in. All 3 cores have a Shadow Blade.
What is this, a pub game?
You need a gem, guys, or you need detection, that's for sure, which they have, of course, but
Dire's bottom
yeah.
tower has fallen.
Triple Shadow
Yeah.
Blade.
I feel like you basically just you buy a gem, you either put it on the Doom or the Puck, otherwise you're just going to continue to get caught out over and over and over. And this Terrorblade does have the BKB, but so does Kunkka. So, CDEC feeling quite happy with the pace of this game.
This is the problem with the first round of BKB, though. It's like, it's not. Yes, he can now kind of fight, but not really. Again, he obviously still needs so much more damage. It doesn't enhance his farm necessarily. They're going to try to catch Elder Titan, but they'll just walk away. Vengeful cannot get in range for a swap. It still seems like they need a good 10 minutes at least before Terrorblade's any bit of a threat in fights right now. If you're a newbie.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Manta just makes so much more sense because you can dispel the Atos, you can dispel the Ancient Seal. And at that point, it's like you don't really care that much, but I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. It did allow him to get that BKB quickly, and if he does need to end up fighting, he will be able to avoid a large amount of CDX damage, which is pretty important.
Oh, Eve, he got out of the Dream Coil, though, or more so he avoided it with the Time Walk right before. Time Walk again. Can he actually escape?
Gonna get caught here, right?
Nope, he's fine.
Whoa, Wakesy doesn't have Wave of Terror.
Just got it right there and not able to catch, so big distraction. That was a smoke play as well. 4 heroes going
immediate
up there.
smoke coming up the river by CDEC.
Yep.
They're going to run into this entire team of newbie.
Doom. Look at the jump first. Skyrat's going to be silenced up. He doesn't have a BKB. Chrono Spirit locks down Terrorblade, though, and it catches Vengeful on top of that. They go for the follow-up. Can they get something out from Mystic Clear? Yes, they can. Terrorblade's dead. 50 seconds. They get killed Skyrat, but Wakesy, he ain't living. Chain Frost bouncing around. Faith also the victim of that, as well as Triple C. Time Dilation hit him, so usually low cooldown abilities, not so much here. He does have a Yules. Purge it off. The Echo Stomp will avoid that with the phase shift. He's still not out of here yet, though. He barely gets a John Top pulled right back in, though. Get over here, Scorpion style, baby.
Get over here. They do not have creeps, though, so they're not going to get anything out of that fight other than a morale boost, a gold infusion, and they're going to head over towards the Roche pit.
Yeah, so that's what they'll get out of it.
I think a little ambitious, as they don't have any of their
Maybe not. They thought about it. They were talking about it clearly, but I think they came to the conclusion that you were getting at. It's not worth it right now. Not, and that seems to, honestly, that's been a theme this tournament. Is he going to find a solo kill again? He's going to go for it. Mr. Flare? No, he doesn't.
Forces the Doom out, though, and his team is here, so Banana wasting the Doom. He's going to die anyway.
Yes, he is.
Damn, I got to say that Heck, like, much more clean than newbie are.
Yeah. I was going to point out, though, again, the theme of yesterday and today is all these lineups seem like, when it comes to sieging buildings, not the strongest. Again, we see that on CDEC's case. As far as breaking through and going for buildings, objectives with Roshan, they're not the greatest at doing those.
Yeah, it's definitely a fight first, ask questions later, and then even later take buildings from CDEC.
Radiant are scanning.
But I suppose if you get far enough ahead, then it doesn't really matter. You just have the Void jump the back line with his level 25 Chronosphere, and you have enough damage follow-up to just kind of take high ground at your leisure at that point.
Top left, Triple C. He should be fine, unless XM is heading over here. Maybe just find a TP or something, but no, he's scouting. See if we can maybe find him, but for now, will not be the case. Although that's coming out. Oh, yeah, they can see him now. They know he's over here. They're going to catch him. He had no clue into the gaze. Oof. That hero's so slippery.
Yeah. Seriously.
Especially with the Eels. So, get away in the end. But here goes that Roshan attempt now. Again, not the easiest. But I suppose everything is back up, and vision is very lacking in this area.
Yeah, I think that CDEC would even be happy if newbie came to try and contest this. Their team is insane at fighting around the Roche pit.
Yeah, taking a while, but eventually SCCC is going to scout it, but it's too late. Or is it? Maybe not. If you want to fight this, yeah, in fact, CDEC playing Spirit.
Radiant's mid.
Just running in.
Yeah.
I feel like you just chrono him.
Not gonna yet. He meta. They find but there's the Crow on the outskirts, on top of the Mystic Flare, the free kill. No, we got the big Sunday Sunder, he's not he sent his teammate as Triple C. He gets a little bit of life back, but he's still on defensive mode right now. They lose 2. They're going to lose Doom as well. The Faceless boy chasing after Terrorblade. He's going to catch up with the time annihilation slow, and he pops another illusion, hoping that's going to be enough. But out comes the Root. He very likely is dead. As Triple C doing what he can. It's not enough, though. Terrorblade falls, and Puck has to get the hell on out of there. Yeah, Terrorblade is... he kind of just fully panicked. I feel like he had several options there, and Puck was probably not the best one. Oh, well.
Well, that's where you just start pinging your teammate. And Konka, being a great teammate there, X's Eve, he comes back at nearly full HP and mana. They're going to finish off this Roche pretty easily. And I mean, it kind of just goes back to the ease of execution, man. It's just so simple to press R on Void, press R on Skyrath Mage. Nobody's surviving that.
Continues to be a rough game for the Terrorblade. I mean, again, net worth-wise, it's looking okay, but he went a first-time item Midas, so helps with that. And when it comes to being able to assist in these fights, though, it's been atrocious. Back-to-back times, he's caught in the chrono, and I mean, that was his first time he used his BKB, and obviously, as we kind of talked about, it's when there's a chrono in the game, it's potentially not going to really do a whole lot for you. So, Skyrath already did everything he could before the BKB was even used, and got a Sunder off, but obviously didn't matter. So, point is, good fight though for C-Deck. That team fight continues to be very scary from them. Lincoln's coming out for Faceless Void. Great item, of course, against Doom specifically, and Swap. I mean, there's plenty over here. Sunder even could come into play for. So, making a lot of sense. And that's a full Daedalus now on XM.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And Skyrath working towards a Hex. Going to be even more dangerous for this Puck and this Terrorblade. A little surprised that they gave up this bottom tier 2 for free, but opting just to trade and force the newbie back to the high ground. Although 1-2-3 is not there, so they need to be a little careful about taking a fight. So they're just going to back.
TP's coming in. Eventually, we'll start backing up. Yeah, Faceless and Lich are still lurking around way up here. Maybe he can catch somebody as Chronosphere is still ready. But on the looks of it, not going to be the case right now, at least. Puck, level 2 Dagon has been finished even. I want to say level 3 might be on the Courier. No, it's not. Has to be somewhere.
Yeah, it's a gem as well. It's very important, as we talked about. There's 3 Shadow Blades.
See ya, Grimstroke.
Meant for more.
Say hello to Skyrath.
1, 2, 3, 13, 4, and 7.
Does he go the Gustav shot or?
Yeah, I think it's just so good at like keeping track of heroes. But the seal resistance is very good this game with the amount of magic damage on their team.
You do have Elder Titan aura though, with the natural order already. So is it that necessary? Yeah. I see.
How quickly do you want people to die to your Mystic?
Information, if anything, is
or
great.
Half a second.
Yeah, right. I suppose let the other team know that you can be seen at the same time, but
right.
Middle. Faceless just somebody arm this wave, but nobody is. To be fine to say.
Somebody kind of pushed the wave, man.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It is a little bit awkward because this Void is the initiator as well. So they end up just having to have the supports pushing the tower. Luckily for them, they have a double catapult wave, which makes it a little bit easier. But it kind of goes back to that point where they simply do not have any generators. So, okay.
Yeah, he could not go as back, and he's in trouble now. Massive TP, so he is tanky. They're coming in, and here we go. The chrono, it catches the phase shift. He is going to get hit in it after the phase shift. Earth splitter, boom, shakalaka. 70 seconds, he's out.
But Kunkka just got so.
True.
Oh, he got denied.
Oh, he did deny. Yeah. Deny there. Doom by Skyrat. Sentry down, he can knock into the stride. He is reaching out.
This guy is destroying. He's 1, 2, 3 is on another level right now.
He's playing very well, and he's working on actually a scythe is almost finished, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
He can go pick it up right now, in fact, after this creep wave.
Man, that's even more lockdown to deal with here if you're the Dire team. Terrorblade is going to try to go right into a butterfly now. I suppose it's being delivered, actually, looks like. There you go. So, all right, we're starting to finally get to that level where Terrorblade is a bit more of a threat now.
He's going for a Daedalus next. I would love to see him just pick up a Satanic. I feel like status resistance in this game is massively important. Gives him the extra HP and the ability to fight through without having to use Sunder right away.
Whoa, Faceless Void went the Ags. I mentioned that. The idea.
I love it.
Yeah, it's these Chronos are what's winning you the fights in the end. So why not?
Yeah.
They're not
so
locking
much damage. Yeah, so much damage put into the Chronosphere. Like you want to be the carry, of course, but at the end of the day, you carry because you just have Chronosphere. So that Scepter cooldown is that Arcane 42-second cooldown on Chronosphere. What on earth?
Yeah, it's gonna wear off by the time he gets to use it, of course, but that is crazy. Yeah, again, he didn't go Battle Fury either, so this idea that he's going to be rapidly scaling again, they're not relying on. So it makes a lot of sense. Now, we'll say it's I don't know if CDEC's on a hard clock here, but we are 33.5 minutes in. Terrorblade's been top net worth now for a while. We all know what he can do from the late game. In fact, 1, 2, 3 is caught. Here comes that Chrono, though. Hits 2. The phase shift again is caught. Mystic Flare Pretend. Not hitting anything, though. It does eventually get pulled in. The SCCC is able to jaunt away, though. The coordination a little off there from CDEC. And now Faceless in trouble. He is in a lot of trouble. Silence going to wear off. Time Walk. He will survive. That's a long time walk. That's level 20 talent. And they kill Tomb over here in the meantime. So, yeah, it looked almost dangerous for Faceless getting turned, but not the case. Let me get the pick. But yeah, that was, I think Skyroth was going for the all-in, hitting both Mystic Flare, and he hit none, initially at least.
He's also getting super low. Was able to escape without going down, but definitely not a very clean fight from either side.
Puts Mystic Flare down, and he was just dead before he even got hit by it, it felt like. Evaporated. And Ancient Seal.
And Chronosphere is back up. The power of that Ags.
True.
Always dangerous here on this wood.
Skyrath did get that global concussive shot as well.
Time is
Come into play throughout the game. Also has the Ags queued up himself, which obviously replicating all his abilities. And talking about that global concussive shot already, he's going to be flying all over the place. All these fights. Kunkka.
Quietly heading towards that AC. Very good against the Terrorblade. Vengeful Spirit, Wave of Terror as well. Has his level 25 in his sights as well. Assume the Tidebringer cooldown, but with the Chronosphere, maybe you go for the Ghost Ship Fleet.
Oh, that was a Chrono used? Wow. Watching Terrorblade and Vengeful up here. The other three heroes are getting caught by a combo. And it's already 45 seconds away from being ready again. Yeah, this Axe was a very good pickup for Faceless Void.
High value. Brings himself a couple clarities. I love it. Even's playing very well. I'm a huge fan of how CDEC is playing in this tournament.
Middle tower is under attack.
They're up 1-0 on the verge of moving on to the playoffs here in the Winter Cup. And again, the winner plays Mr. Game Boy. Another one of the newbie squads. Came out of Group B in that first place seed. No doubt shaping up to be a good series there, especially at this rate, but it's not over yet here for this one, newbie. We have the Terrorblade factor, and he's pushing that top tier 2 right now, but probably at this point, he's going to TP back in. Yeah, he went the Daedalus, and he's just going to queue up that Divine Rapier, so really just all here.
Satanic, and he was like such a good guy to me.
He's going to get caught by Chrono die with the Divine Rapier, and it's just going to be GG at that point anyways.
Yeah. And it up for some nice crit.
Or maybe that's not going to happen. I mean, we'll see, but it's a bold decision. The Radiant not going to force too much here, though. They got the tier 3 tower. They take out the bottom shrine. Kind of reset things. What are we looking at with Roshan? 40 more seconds before Roshan spawns. It could have spawned by now, so Doom checks it. Only to find not there yet. Got the Radiant scanning just in case, but again, not being seen. So, still have a little more time.
Smoke up by C-Deck. They're going to head over there. They have the gem on Shaker's Elder Titan. That's an awkward sentence.
It is. Here's that standoff now. Ghost Ship Fleet just picked up by Kunkka.
Nice. Works pretty well with their Chronosphere.
Yep. Let the Ghost Ship barrage begin. So, Roshan is going to be up in just a second now. Both teams pinging out like crazy. Trying to communicate where to go in this fight, but right now it's, again, if you're a newbie, you're already playing behind and you're going up against a farly superior, much more superior team. So it's hard to really find an angle here. I guess it really just comes down to Doom finding Faceless Void, which hasn't happened yet, has it really?
Yeah, you might find Kunkka here, though. He's completely alone, separated from his team.
If he gets greedy here, goes for the farm, yeah, they're going to catch him.
They don't have any nearby detection, though. There's literally no detection on this Vengeful Spirit. So they have one.
Oh, wow. He tried to TP pretty much in front of them, though. And that was not going to work. So now they, obviously, the Ring knows this, that how much was committed in there. Ring Coil was. So
he's coming
Coil.
in.
It's a buyback. This feels tough for newbie. No coil to use. Buyback. But again, not the quickest killing Roshan team. That's their benefit.
Kunkka buyback. Could be a very big deal.
Tense place right now to be in. Obviously, oh, Banana just charges in. They thought they were doing it. Yeah, both teams really just unsure of what's going on right now. And Doom is just going to let his BKB wear off. A Soulbind opening. They catch the Kunkka as well as the Elder Titan. Going to go for a Doom. No, the BKB comes out. Banana, he did Doom it in the end. However, Faceless Void was on Faceless. Yeah, because they do lose Doom himself, but he kind of did his job. However, Faceless is going to reach. Doom is wearing off in a couple of seconds. Mystic Flare and Dot gets really low on Terrorblade. He's going to be X pulled back in, but no follow-up. Or maybe there is a Torrent. The swap. The Shrine was popped. And Faceless Void, he's coming back in. Where's that Chrono? We're waiting for it, baby. There's the Chrono. Down goes Terrorblade immediately. He buys back right away, but now Grimstoke's also caught. And they're going to get the kill. Oh, okay, yeah, Void did get bursted, actually, by that Dagon. Buyback galore. Let's see. Everyone is on, so nobody died. That's how this works. And a reset.
And this is where that Aghanims on Void is going to come in. Extremely, extremely high value. 35 seconds till Chrono's back up. Newbie knows this. They have to be very, very careful with how they engage.
Terrorblade doesn't have meta for basically that time either. Elder Titan's caught initially. However, Puck, there's a Hex. The burst, it's not enough. The Sunder. That Sunder saves Puck initially, but it doesn't save him in the end. He does have buyback still. I assume we're going to see it come out. There we go. Yeah, Vengeful. He's trying to run. That Chrono, it's coming up in 5 seconds. So Puck is back. Soulbind up.
This is a disaster for Newbie.
Grimstroke hit by the other Titan Echo Stomp, and they're both stained at supporting cast. They get the Ancient Seal up on a Puck with the buyback. That's a tieback. And now what do you do if you're C-Deck? Do you just go for the win here?
Yeah, you just run down mid.
That's exactly what
you know that there's no buybacks on 3 heroes. There is no way that Newbie can hold this. They have no control. They simply just have a Terrorblade who's in the bottom lane. Yeah. He's not even there.
Terrorblade, it's been a rough game for him, and that's been a theme for Newbie, unfortunately. But no doubt, props to C-Deck playing as a team. Yeah, I mean, Terrorblade's pushing bottom, but he's going to go to you're not going to outrace a 5-man team. He's trying.
You might. You are a Terrorblade with a butterfly.
He's not. I don't care what you say. It's not happening. I suppose at this point it was his only play, to be fair, but it is going to be a victory for CDEC, even though they're tying TP's back, just in case. But GG is called. CDEC will take the victory over Newbie, and I think it's safe to say deservingly so. They were clearly the stronger team throughout the series, even.
Yep, definitely. Newbie looking a little bit out of sync, I think is the best way to put it. They just never really seemed to be on the same page. SCCC had some, great plays, which you've come to expect from him, but ultimately just too many deaths on all of their heroes, really just getting caught out constantly. And CDEC, like we said at the beginning, just had a much easier lineup to execute with the very strong team fight. And shout out to 123, who just destroyed on that Skywrath Mage.
If there was one hero you would guess would have no deaths at the end of this game, I don't think you would guess Lich.
7-0-23, that's a carry line right there.
7-0-23 on Lich. Jesus, that's impressive. But no, it's again, team effort was there. The team fight was beautiful to watch at times, and these Chronos, there's a reason they were confident with that early Faceless Void pick, and we saw them do it yesterday, and then with the Slark follow-up, and it just felt weird, it played out weird, and they lost that first game to King Game of Luminous, but again, this is more of what maybe we should expect when they pick up the early Faceless, with Eve playing it in this case. So, congrats to them.
Definitely. I like the itemization from everybody on CDEC as well.
Yeah. Overall, very good. And they're going on to the playoffs now. They're going to play Mr. Game Boy, in fact, later on tonight, today or wherever you are. They're going to play Mr. Game Boy in a best-of-3 of the playoffs. That's a semifinal matchup to move on to the finals. So they're going to have a little bit of a break now themselves. They're going to wait for the first playoff match to take place, which, as of right now, I don't know if we are aware of it yet. I'm still trying to get... it looks like the other series is still going on. It looks like we actually might be going into the other series, however. So that one is, what is it? Keen Gaming versus Team Root is happening, and they are going into Game 3. So yeah, Team Root, we got N Super, Yao, Victoria, DDC. Obviously, a very good squad right there on their side. So that should be a fun one too. So it looks like we'll have action coming up shortly. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back. Short break coming up as we're going to jump into the other series taking place. Stay tuned. welcome back. We're jumping into the other series. I was a little confused as far as what was going on there myself, but was informed that and asked if we can jump into this one. Might as well, as like I said, this is team versus game. This is game series, so of course tied at 1 game apiece. We need to wait for this one to finish as well, of course, too, because the winner of this will move on to play IG Vitality, and what is our first of the 2 playoff matches happening after these set of series. So that's what's going on. That's why we're jumping into this one here. And again, don't really know how it got to this point, but it is 1-1, and this game will decide. And we definitely got some fun hero picks to talk about here as we are jumping in. Including a Sven on one side, and I'm going to assume that's a core Sven looking at the lineup. Yeah, it is. I've heard the potential of support Sven maybe popping up, so I had to make sure on that. But
oh, wait, this is exciting for me. I am a huge Sven fan. I've been saying this hero is on the rise for a long time. I'm very happy to see it being played, and especially in the core role against the Terrorblade. But I'm very excited for this particular series because we have a lot of very recognizable names. Like half the old eHome squad is on Keen Gaming now, with Old 11, Old Chicken as well. We've got Dark, who's been on Keen for a long time, and then Kaka, of course, coming over from Newbie.
Yeah. No, again, we haven't been paying the most attention this season so far to the China region. At least I'm speaking myself, I haven't, but that's what kind of another cool opportunity with casting this event. You realize, and yeah, a lot of these names, such as these on both sides here, that we are all of a sudden realizing, okay, well, that's where they ended up. That's where they're at now. So definitely a very, very solid series here. And can't say I'm surprised to see it in the 3rd game. Trying to move on to the playoff stage. But here we are, game 3 of this one kicking off. Keen Gaming versus Team Root. It is Team Root, right? Yes.
Yep.
Team Root. There we go.
Yeah, and Root has a lot of recognizable names too. So.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Great.
All 5 of their players, I think it's safe to say. At least so usually we see Gyrocopter, but they go with the Sven, and actually off the bat, Tusk in a little bit of trouble. He hasn't leveled anything just yet. He'll be fine for now. Still waiting to see what's worth leveling, but now Pugna even runs in, super cuts them off. The dual breath on both. Ice shards are not going to save anyone, and at least Nature's Prophet. Lich is still running away for the time being, but okay, we got early action. First blood already happening.
Yeah, Sven's Stormbolt has been buffed many times. It is one of the does a huge amount of damage and has a very high duration stun at level 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this new war cry though for Sven even talking about him. Very good. I mean, the attack shield health that it now provides as well to the team, on top of that bonus speed, of course, sounds like a pretty good tool, especially against a hero like a Terrorblade. Glad to see experimenting.
I haven't totally decided whether I like it more than Warcry or not. I thought that the older Warcry was also quite good. I'm not entirely sure why they changed this ability. Is now, in one sense, like, it's not as good for pushing because the armor doesn't apply to the creeps, but it's better for team fighting, I suppose, because it makes all your team tankier. And that's obviously very good when you have an IO who, is going to be gone on by the enemy team constantly.
Yeah, better against magic damage as well, for that matter.
Yep.
Not being armor, just instead of with the health regen, or health in general. Tusk, he's going to get out, but he takes a lot of damage as he kind of pulls the creep wave back. Going to manipulate the lane a little bit. But it is a defensive trial lane down here, by the way, that's being ran from Team Root on this side. So supporting that Sven. Right now, Io's tethered up with the Jakiro. As Sven's just farming. That is a kind of an interesting duo. As they're going around here. But it is just treating now as the support Lich is at the top lane, and then Tusk is like, why am I here? He's just going to go top too.
Yeah, it is one of the things, which is what you want on this hero, since he is one of the fastest farmers in the entire game once he gets, that Mask of Madness Gets a couple points in that cleave, and the cleave in particular. I mean, 1 point is as good as Battle Fury. So.
Oh yeah.
This has also been buffed so many times. 90% cleave damage. He basically just hits everybody for his regular damage.
They nerfed cleave itself slightly, didn't they, though?
Yes.
As far as the mechanic goes, but overall, yeah. It's quite a buff to the hero. And pretty damn good what he can do. Nature's Prophet, though, on the other side, that's obviously not a hero we see a lot right now. I can't recall casting a Nature's Prophet game yet, post-patch, so fun to see this one, and I don't think he really got much. I guess his Wrath of Nature was slightly changed, but max targets. But other than that, he's still pretty much the same hero as before.
Yep, and 11 going for this pull with the little Treant, running it around. This is
Go, Treant.
Classic poverty mode Nature's Prophet, where you just kind of sit back and try to manipulate the creep wave with your Treants. He's going to try and double wave it here so it pushes into his tower, but I expect that they'll also look for this pull.
Meanwhile, at the top lane, Sand King doing what he can, Yao. Is in that off lane by himself. He's 3-1 right now. Understandable, he's struggling. He's trying to get some experience. He's going to harass Lich quite a bit, but down goes the Sentry, although dual breath from Jakiro, who joins the party. And Lich has to respect that for sure. So the Sentry for the Sentry. No, there gets taken out first.
Great placement behind this tree, yeah.
Smart. So did not have the initial vision of it. Tusk, meanwhile, doing the pull. But terribly, man, he is off to a fantastic start. Old Chicken, 23-11. This CS right now.
So's the Sven.
True. And I guess you'd have to give the benefit to the Radiant team earlier on, at least. But Sand King, Mango, Bro Strike, he's going to have to. Oh, got stunned! The auto attack, it's going to come through at the end. Yeah, the stun at the last second kind of threw him off right there. So good catch, Super.
Nice, cheeky play.
Yeah, well played. Got the rune. Kept it from going to him at least. But yeah, is that a fair statement though, you think, with both cores doing as well as they are, where that's going to maybe favor Team Root a little bit more in the early parts at least?
Yeah, I think they definitely have the ability to be more up-tempo with the Jakiro and the Pugna being able to push the pace, making space for the Sven. And even Sven himself can get involved earlier than Terrorblade usually, just because all he needs to pick up is, you know, a Blink Dagger perhaps. On top of that Mask of Madness, and he can get active and blow people up to start fights.
We're at the 5-minute mark, so here comes some action. Yao cannot pick it up. Kako with the perfectly timed roll of the snowball, and Burl Strike, he just hit in the face. Did he didn't did he? That was the intention.
That was literally a 1 centimeter Burrow Strike.
Yeah, that was a bit of a misclick there. Now DDC's also in trouble. This Kaka's doing a hell of a job. But could have Super. He goes down the blast. And now Kaka, he might have been teasing a little bit too much. He does have tag team, cannot get it off in time. Another ward zaps him down. Jakiro, though, he's dead as well. Now Super has to run away himself as Puck joined the party. Although with that nether ward still, you got to be still careful. In fact, here comes the IO tether, and now Puck is in trouble. Not. He'll get away. Lich, oh boy, now he's being run down. The crap, but they cannot stop.
Don't have enough disable on this part of the hero.
Nope. Probably for the better.
During that time, and IO dove the Nature's Prophet as well, and 11 was able to TP away on a sliver of HP. So action on all sides of the map, as would be expected when you have an aggressive lineup and a lineup with a Nature's Prophet and a Puck on it.
Oh yeah. It's fun that we definitely jumped into this one. Keen gaining up 3-2 hero kills, but again, we keep looking back at Sven, and he is scaling like crazy so far. The Mask of Madness is going to be online pretty quickly here after he has the early power treads. He's not a hero that's going to go those early Wraith Bands and things like that. He just goes right into power treads into a Mask of Madness. No,
this hero is all about damage as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And it's a hero that I think has been definitely a little bit overlooked in the meta, because what have been the popular heroes, right? It's been Phantom Assassin and Terrorblade, and Sven's always been good against both of those heroes.
Yeah. The biggest issue for Sven has always at the same time been kiteability against him.
Yep.
And you got Sprouts going to be annoying. Drinkwell itself from Puck, especially if he goes at Ags, which definitely this game I think you could argue is very good. So things like that will be annoying. Super, middle lane though. They're rolling in. However, you already used the Drain Life. Stay Alive has another ward down. All of a sudden, Puck and Tusk are the one that need to be careful. The zaps come out. Tusk does die. But they do kill Super. Nature's Prophet with his rotation. Enough to help secure it as well. Trade that they will like on the side of Keen Gaming.
They're probably going to lose this bottom tower as a result. And Sven is just putting it in. He's going for the max cleave build. This very old school style of playing this hero.
Suppose the Treants, you got the illusions from Phantom, or excuse me, Terrorblade. Basically like Phantom Lancer. Tanking. He's in trouble, or is he? Drain Life and the Nether Blast. Lich is dead. So never mind, Yao survives.
Yeah, no Thunder available, so Terrorblade does need to be a little careful. Super. Hunt? No. On mid, as DDC gets dove by 11, and this Puck, and Keen is playing Chaos Dove.
Nether Blast. Super. He's going to be surrounded by the minions. Nowhere for him to go. The chaos continues, and it's favoring King Gaming at this point. Now, Sven, this is what we're talking about with the kite ability. Nature's Prophet just going to run away. He has that God Strength. He's doing a plenty of damage, but Io's dead, and yeah, now it's Never Ends, the one that has to be a little bit careful. Dream Coil Kite. He doesn't snap. Just wears off in time. Another Stormbolt.
1-on-4?
Yeah, I mean...
this team's not even coming to help him.
He's got level 4 cleave, man. He can cleave them all down. Yeah, nice snowball in the face, and he is dead. Yeah, I'm with you there. That seemed very ambitious. Exactly my point, though, right there. Perfect example, right?
Oh, yeah.
You can kite this hero like crazy. That answer, or that question, problem was not fixed with these updates.
No, definitely not. I think that Sven kind of has two options. You either go for like dagger and you try and just like one-hit people basically to start off the fight, or you go for a very sort of tanky frontliney build, you know, because God's Strength does give you a whole bunch of extra HP as well with the bonus strength from the ability. But if you're going to go that tanky, just run at you, frontline build, you kind of have to have your team around you. You can't just 1-on-5 people, no BKB.
Level 4 greater cleave, man. Yeah, he's going to use that to farm right here. But he does have the Mask of Madness, of course. Probably wants to get a gap-closing tool, such as the Blink Dagger. Terrorblade's fine.
Gonna get the stack up, though, so... Io? Thank you.
Oh. Is he going to do it? Yeah. Did the Nether Ward just zap the Ancient right there? I think it did. Anyways, Yao?
This is what I just
saw. He's dead. Puck, he might go down. No, not in time. There's that God Strength. Again, with the support see here as well, all of a sudden Sven a bit stronger.
Yeah, Terrorblade, no Thunder available if they want to dive, but I'm just going to go ahead and hit buildings with the God Strength.
Yeah, now at the bottom lane after that death, he's being gone on, but the TP support, they're going to run away. So Prophet and Tusk just back off. So yeah, we are seeing that early impact of a Sven, though. Again, as expected, he gets that Mask of Madness, and he starts moving around, especially with this IO teammate. He wants to fight more than a Terrorblade does.
Yeah, and he also just wants to mow down these buildings, too. Every single time God Strength is pulled down, he's just going to be popping it either to farm or to hit towers. And Old Chicken sticking around. They're also rotating this Tusk up here, and Prophet's TPing in behind.
IO, that's the tether. They're still going in somewhat. They're going to connect. Now sharded up. Another tether. 4 more seconds. Not in time. And the chase is successful. So good job. You look at the bottom lane. Meanwhile, he's just pushing in this lane quite a bit. So getting some free farm himself, I suppose.
I did look it up. King Gaming's mid player, this Puck, pronounced Yi.
Yi?
Yi?
Okay.
Yep. That's Chinese word for one.
Yi? Might be dead.
Dash. Yi he is.
I see what you did there. There we go. There's that war cry. Drops a God Strength, going for that mid-tier 1, might as well.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And he goes Yasha first. I like this too. Sven's a hero that just wants that move speed and attack speed, as much of it as he can possibly get. Gonna help his farming speed. He doesn't need the damage really from the Sanjin Yasha. Picks up a DD. Well, also feels pretty good.
Death Prophet, Pearl Strike.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh,
Death Prophet.
or Nature's Prophet. Yeah, it was. I was anticipating the death. There you go. No, Yao almost found him as he was TPing out. Yeah, no, Death Prophet's another one that we have not seen a lot really right now. Post 7.20.
And got a nice little buff though, exorcism damage.
Yeah.
From the most recent patch.
Her siphon also got changed a bit too, didn't it? I think it did, with the slow and how it works. If I'm not mistaken, I was trying to remember exactly what it was, but
I don't remember.
she's not in
Maybe
this
with
game. Who cares?
The move speed changes.
That's an ancient stack, by the way. Sven just clears it out. 1,100 gold just like that, so feeling pretty wealthy once again, continuing that net worth lead that he has. But you have Terrorblade. Okay, no Hanamitis this time. It's going to be a Dragonlance.
Thank God for that.
Much more typical, yeah. Can combat if needed. The stats. Bottom. Just Prophet wants to make a play.
11 has just been all over the place. He's just looking for any opportunity he can to get involved
Dire's top
in the
tower
action.
is under attack.
Still a bit away from that Orchid, but
Are fortified.
taking down this tower will certainly help his cause.
Dire's top tower has
There's
fallen.
the top tower going down in favor of the Radiant
Radiant's
team.
middle tower is under
Sven, of
attack.
course, leading the way. Back to the bottom lane. Now in pursuit, Sand King. Trying to line up on somebody. Nature's Prophet attempting to TP out. Lich is still nearby. He does have King Frost relocate in. Yeah, they're going to cut them off. Puck now in trouble too. The Stormhammer in the face. Nature's Prophet did end up teleporting out, but they lose the other two as a result. And he's going to relocate back to wherever they came from. To the top lane.
Yeah. No chance to phase shift that one. It's point blank Stormhammer.
Yeah. Sanjin Yasha finished on Sven.
Very efficient rotation
Dire's bottom tower
by the
is
Sven
under
IO
attack.
combo. He heads back to the top lane, pressures Old Chicken out of the lane.
Regeneration.
Dusk is trying to get out of here. Find the free kill on him. It's almost surprising to me that
Radiant's middle tower
it's actually
is
Keen
under
Gaming
attack.
that's up 10-9 in hero kills. It felt like Team Root with the way they were moving around here these last couple of minutes. They would actually be leading, but I suppose you have the Puck, the Nature's Prophet. Puck especially, he's 5-3 and 2 in this game, so he has been very involved. What's going on? He's got 15-minute bounty runes, and speaking of more fighting, Nature's Prophet, caught by the Ice Path, initially Yao hits the in response. There's the Sandstorm though, and eventually enough damage to get the spot because of this. Ends up going down to a Metamorphosis committed by Terrorblade for this fight though, and they only get the Sand King in the end.
They will be able to transition into a push for this bottom tier 1 tower, however. And that will free up End on the other side to on the top lane. He works towards that Blink Dagger and BKB, which is when Sven is really fully online. But keeping in, he's going to fight.
Yeah, the same Bat Neighbor and still wants to fight this. He basically has no choice. He's committed, but the Sprout at the last second helps him get the kill on him and saves Old Chicken for the time being. Yao now pops the epicenter. It's not going to be nearly enough damage, though, as they just simply walk away from it. And that's all that's left as far as firepower goes. Yeah, that Chain Frost, it was between Io saved Pugna initially, but then the Chain Frost came out, and that was the end of them as soon as it did.
Radiant structures
And that
are
Sven
fortified.
rotation ends up being extremely costly. He could have just continued, but ended up running into a Terrorblade who is very low HP. The Thunder comes out, and Sven, despite having a huge amount of damage, is not able to fight through 2 lives on Terrorblade.
So he'll be up in 5 seconds here. Still top net worth by a fair amount, but obviously slowing down. Yao is able to get his Blink Dagger in the meantime on Sand King. So with that, and then Sven's coming in the near future, all of a sudden initiation gets much stronger for this Radiant squad. So they do have that to look forward to. But on the Dire team, Terrorblade, of course, now the Yasha, and he is going to go the BKB follow-up here with the Yasha. So again, a much more traditional build on Old Chicken, playing the Terrorblade. But how about Nature's Prophet, though? He's almost got an Orchid finished. Just a couple hundred more gold needed.
I'll be looking to snipe the back lines in these fights. TP in, find the Pugna perhaps, or the Sand King, looking for an epicenter and really play sort of like the disruptive role. Sprout the Sven as much as possible as well.
Bottom lane. They want to find them here. Relocate is ready. They're just going to run all the IO. Okay, he can tether. Not necessarily left behind. A little scary, but with the Warcry,
nearly hasted movement speed.
That is fast. Sven's running back in because he has his own supporting cast now coming. In fact, Sand King, he's going to cut them off. Only stuns Tusk. Did not catch Terrorblade. However, Tusk, he is dead because of this most likely. Frost Shield saving him for now. Snowball in. There's that Chain Frost. You got to be careful of the IO. He has to get out and break the tether. Most likely, no, he keeps the tether going. And they still avoid the Chain Frost for bouncing. Well played there.
How is Taka still alive?
Yeah, he survived for quite a while, but they do eventually get the kill. So missing the Burrow Strike on Terrorblade too there. That's a little unfortunate. Don't know if they would have been able to kill him in the end, but either way, they kill Tusk. And God Strength is still ready for Sven.
Dire's bottom tower is
Relocate to the top lane. They're going to catch Old 11.
All 11. He dead. Sprout, get out.
I will rise next season.
And then they're going to relocate back here, I would assume.
Yep. Efficiency. And he pops God Strength there. All right, let's man up. That's an illusion, though. So, probably not the most
Has
efficient.
Blink Up cooldown?
He's going in. It's another illusion. The wrong ones, buddy.
And now he's sharded off.
Well, they got the Ice Path, though, on top of Tusk, and he is going to roll in, however, going for the backlines as mentioned. Super, being victim of the Walrus Punch, but it doesn't matter. Still get the kill on Tusk. Just to get a kill. Everyone's getting low, but the eye heal's not enough. He didn't have much left at that. For Io, and he's going to fall to Puck because of it, too, so Sven maybe a little bit two-man mode. There are 4 heroes dead, though, on the side of Keen Gaming. It's just Puck that's alive. And Super able to escape as they're still pursuing more on Jakiro. Jakiro, he cannot escape as easily. So he'll go down too. And the big picture, I mean, Puck gets a triple kill out of that. So all of a sudden his farm is pretty boosted.
Yeah, Terrorblade does go down again, but so does the... I think that's probably the bigger deal. This is a very momentum-based hero in the mid-game. Of course, he does scale extremely well into the late game, but he's having some issues. You know, just, as you said, getting kited. And that's just going to be the story of this entire game, I think, is how well they can kite this Sven.
And their locking people in place isn't the strongest. I mean, Burrow Strike's only essentially a 2-second stun itself. Ice Path is obviously pretty. It's only 2.5 seconds, actually less than I thought it was. So as far as keeping people in place for the Sven, it's again not the most ideal, and will continue to be that bit of an issue that they have throughout the game. But right now it is very even, and he does continue to have the top farm because of obviously that level 4 cleave in the aisle following him around.
Running around at max movement speed pretty much with the tether going and Warcry. And the BKB will definitely help against the kite, but at the same time, you do have physical objects in the Ice Shards and the Sprout, which don't really care whether you're BKB'd or not. They're just going to keep you from getting to where you want to go. Relocate, heading into the top lane.
Yeah, they hunted him. They catch Terrorblade, so they're making great use of this relocate. Props for that for sure.
Will they go for Roche or no? They're just going to head back to the bottom.
He's dead over there in the meanwhile. As Puck gets earned, but he's like, all right, you want to fight? I'll go at you. No, not going to do much there. But Terrorblade going to be stalled out for another 20 seconds. But again, I look back at this Puck and I don't know, maybe I'm just overselling this Axe idea, but man, Axe's game feels really good. However, Dagon's also pretty good. Good example right there. Onto the Pugna. He evaporated with the combo Nature's Prophet and him, but now Nature's Prophet, the response. This game doesn't stop, it feels like, and I ain't complaining.
It does seem like they're just constantly fighting. We do have 4 kills, 21 minutes. 39 kills to be exact.
It ain't math. Hey, whenever you're close to 2 hero kills per minute in a game, you know it's just crazy action. Even a 1 hero kill per minute in a game is actually pretty decent pace. So this is a chaotic game. A bit of that, and you think they're great team overall, but maybe not, because again, I guess it depends on how it's ultimately happening. But space being created for Terrorblade is the longer that the game does continue on, and of course, the scarier he will get. So I don't know for Team Root if they should feel like they're in the greatest position right now. Because, yes, Sven, as far as he is, it's great. But you look at the next 3 net worth, it all belongs on the Dire side.
Yeah, definitely. And Sven is a hero that can certainly 1v5 in a team fight. But I think that this is not the game where that's going to be happening, just because he's going to have a hard time actually hitting most of the side of Keen Gaming consistently. Mm-hmm. So he's going to need some help, and Super is definitely falling off on the Pugnut, and the Sand King is having extremely slow item progression. Does finally pick up the Yules, but Blink Yules is not going to be, you know, a game-winning combo from this Sand King.
No. 5-man smoke, though. Could be a very good setup for a potentially huge fight. In fact, Sven and Nio going for the top lane. They have to relocate if needed, but they find Nature's Prophet. Tuska's here, though. Snowballs in, Walrus Punch, slowing things down if anything. Nature's Prophet's trying to run, trying to figure out where to go. Sprout in 2 more seconds. Yeah, the BKB committed. He has the Sprout. He couldn't get it off in time, though. The Stormhammer connects just before, but his IO teammate is picked off, and now Sven is left by himself. They're just going to start kiting him around. Sinister's Gaze pulls him in, eventually stops, though. Where's those supports? IO buys back. Sand King did die elsewhere. The fight that took place. Here comes Isle, though, with that buyback and a stun connects from Sven. He turned and hit the creeps, though, the Chain Frost. It's slowing them down, but eventually he gets up to Tusk. The buyback from Lich now. Old Chicken almost getting down right there. He had a Sunder already. He doesn't have another one, and eventually Sven gets in close enough to. It's like this. But Sven done. He catches up to Lich now with the Blink Dagger. Frost Shield. Gonna make it a little difficult, but Super's like, I got it with another blast. I don't know.
I'm loving watching this Sven play. He is just 100% man mode all the time.
You got to be on this hero, dude. That's how it works. And that fight, it somehow worked out as well as it did. I thought for sure once Io went down that was going to be a dead Sven, but he not only lived, but he got the support that he needed. And in fact, Nature's Prophet now.
There's a stun coming up again.
Oh, he tried a Burrow Strike in range for a Yules, but yeah, they might not even need it. Another Stormbolt, and Snowball in. Tuska's here, and all of a sudden that chase is not as successful. The Orchid up on Sand King. He can't stand as a result. The Yules is all to left. Somehow still alive. The Decrep, though, with the Dagon Zap, will finish the job, but we're still not done, apparently. I think we finally are now.
Yeah, they're going to be a little bit shorter now as Sven picks crit heading Aeolus. It will be an Assault Cuirass. He's going to be even more beastly than he already is.
And again, with the IO teammate, that's the big thing as well. And think about level 15 Axe with that God Strength. Oh my God!
Did he
that's
go?
Insane.
Oh, he did go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, there? He blinked out of the tether range and he popped God Strength, so it didn't actually activate right there.
Yes, it did.
Did it?
Look at the teammates.
Oh my God, you're right. It did. The lingering effect worked.
Holy crap, that's amazing.
Yeah, that just hit me. With the Axe on Sven. So the AoE God Strength, essentially, as far as this damage amp for everyone. That's worn off by now. Terrorblade just going in. Old Chicken hoping for the steal. The Ice Path put down. He's got to be BKB up, though. Neverend does pick up the Aegis. Technically, Roshan went down in favor of Keen Gaming, but Neverend, he's going to keep going in. Oh my God, Terrorblade melted. That Dagon burst. Sand King, well, he tried. He's expecting maybe more of a fight, which is understandable, but at that point, it was retreat time for Keen Gaming. This man is just out of control.
Oh, this makes me so happy. I love this hero.
The pace of go, go, go.
Yeah, and in particular, the way that they're playing this, the IO just giving him so much uptime.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I like how he goes for the Stormhammer Dispels
structures are fortified.
and the Stormhammer cooldown. Although I don't really know. I guess he's dispelling the Frost Shield, so that's actually a pretty big deal.
Oh yeah, that's a great one. It was fun. Anyways, Lich, that's...
Sven's like, stop screwing around, guys. We're going in. Or at least I am. I don't even care if you follow me.
Yeah. Terrorblade pops this meta. He's going to drop DDC. No, that comes with a crap for the save at the time being, at least. Io, mech, heal. Io's dead, though. He got caught in the Sprout. Couldn't really tether up with anybody. Just stuck with that Metamorphosis, but now the Shrine is popped, so Terrorblade going to be good for the time being. Yao stuns in, stun up on Tusk as well. Beat down from Sven, but the Sunder comes in, and they get the kill on Sven. Now he has a PKB with the Aegis Resurrection right here.
Chicken goes down.
He is losing teammates, though, around him. Oh, you're right. Terrorblade did not fall into Supers, but now Super's going to be trapped in those trees. Never ends, sitting on top by Tusk. The Ice Path hitting and locking him down. Terrorblade choosing not to buy back. Out comes a Chain Frost. Not going to bounce anyone. Super will stay alive at the time being. Pops the Stick Crab. The treants are chasing, though. The Nether Blast does kill them, however, and Sven runs down to get the kill onto Dark there, playing the Lich, and all of a sudden it's just Nature's Prophet that's alive for Keen Gaming.
And just like that, we are well on our way to continuing this pace of 2 kills per minute. Up to 59 and 28.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's a tier 3 tower kill. Nature's Prophet says no point to try to defend.
Middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's just going to pop God Strength. So again, oh, he actually doesn't have the tether, so. But still, for himself, very good. Clears out the racks.
80-second cooldown. That's the nice thing about this ability is one of the lower cooldown ultimates, and you can just kind of use it whenever you need to, whether it's to hit buildings, farm camps, or take fights. It's going to be up all the time.
Destroys the shrine as well. So all these objectives just taken. And look at Pugna all of a sudden. He's now second in net worth. He surpassed all the Dire Heroes after all that fighting. That came out. Does Jakiro have a Ghost Scepter? No, that was a Decrepify. I noticed that earlier in the fight. Thought he might have had a Ghost Scepter for a second, but that was actually the Decrep from Pugna that saved him initially, at least.
Daedalus is now online for Sven. AC next in his sights, and we have a Dagon 5 flying out to Super. So this Terrorblade, he's not that stat heavy yet, and he's going for a Butterfly to help combat the physical damage from the Sven, but he might need to be very careful of this Pugna.
Bottom tower is under attack.
What? Is there a purpose here? I don't think there's really a purpose.
Just filling up the mana.
I guess so. Okay. He pops an urn. Okay, I guess, yeah, that's one way to look at it. The mana regen.
Man, this spent 7,000 net worth ahead of anybody else in the game.
Yeah, and he's been like that. Just way up there. It's clearly that strategy, again, built around him. The IO specifically that is in the way, but even the other core in Pugna, of course, he's all about assisting his core too, so. They're rotating over on the Dire side. King Gaming gonna try to cut them off in an interesting path here. They are smoked up. Double damage on Terrorblade. So you do have to respect that damage, and so Puck went a little bit too far, the Stormhammer. However, the BKB from Old Chicken Neverend doesn't want to go for him just yet. He's thinking about it, but again with the Sunder, you got to be careful. Sprout up back here. They did burst down Pugna. That was heavy burst. Sven going to be saved by out for the time being. He turns up on an Nature's Prophet with that cost. Nature's Prophet cut down with a 1600 crit. Lich, the Chain Frost, they pull him with the keys as well, and they get the snap of the Drain Coil because of it. But Terribly's going to go to the epicenter. He's out for 70 seconds. No buyback. Frost Shield up on a Puck. He's going to go down and triple kill. Neverend is never dying in this fight. The IO save once again. Nature's Prophet, he wanted to finish the job, but the buyback is going to lead to another death. Are you kidding me? He got so close several